Welcome to the Handlebar Stitcher's Flosstube.
Hi, I am the Handlebar Stitcher and I am bringing to you this beautiful Flosstube so that I can show you what I've got going on. Things like my works in progress, upcoming releases, any finished items. So don't expect a lot because there's not a lot of it, but I do have a couple of whips, a finish, and a couple of FFOs. So I'm just going to jump straight into things because it's my first one. I assume this will be pretty cringy and awkward. So I have a work in progress. This is an adaptation of the field journal designs by Cottage Garden Threads. This is going to be a Kookaburra one day. At the moment, it's just a wing. The other and only work in progress I've got at the moment is my tail end project, and it's kind of the whole catalyst of this whole Flosstube because I thought I would do it to reveal what my tail end project is. This is my start thus far, and it is going to be Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. So I have this giant piece of horrid 18 count Ada that I've had in a drawer since I tea-dyed it a million years ago before said pandemic, and this seems like a great way to use it up. I also have a finish which I didn't post on my Instagram for whatever reason, but this is an upcoming release of one of my designs. It's called Bottled Whimsy, and it's using the Cottage Garden Threads Daydream collection. And it was a really fun stitch once I worked out what the colours should be. Moving on to my fully finished items. If you're familiar with me as a designer, you will be familiar with my first official release, which was Love Bugs, and it is stitched on a 32 count linen using the Hearts for Pam thread pack by Cottage Garden Threads, and I love this piece so much and I'm really proud of the way it turned out. It's also my only international piece. It's been to Bali and the United States. The other fully finished item I've got is my Rings of Power Quaker. And this design was adapted from one that I made for my dad. And I always thought it was lacking a little bit. And so when I designed it for a release, I added in these Quaker motifs that represent all the different rings of power that were given to everybody in Middle Earth. The only other thing I have left to show, like I said, short but sweet, are a couple of charts I picked up at the Cottage Garden Threads sewing circle. So they're all by Mojo Stitches. I have, what's the right order? I have Falling Leaves by Mojo Stitches. And then I have Take Wing by Mojo Stitches. And I think Mistletoe was released next. And finally, Two from Tasmania. And I don't really have a plan about when I'm going to start them. I probably need some linen first. But I know that I've loved them ever since I've seen them released, and I've seen a million people stitch them, and it's on my to-do list. So I look forward to doing them once I get some linen. That's all I've got, really. If any of the patterns that I've designed have taken your fancy, they are available from Cottage Garden Threads website. And that's it. Until next time, see ya.